Hi, Eric. Oh, I love seeing Eric. Today I'm taking juice. Remember the other video? I made some juice, some green juice. So I'm having here, I have green juice, and then I have mixed it with pineapple juice and tangerine juice. And I don't know, I think the nectarines, that juice too. And it tastes like green juice. I'm not gonna lie. It's not very tasty, but it's healthy, and I want to change my taste buds to actually like that taste of greens, because I know greens are wonderful. That's what I'm going that's what I'm going for. Oh, Sarjit. Sarjit, where in India are you from? Because I know that your name sounds Indian. I'm very special. Oh, thank you so much. I have a business meeting today. I'm going to take some Thai food. It's so exciting. Guys, if I put my classes, my mental health class out there, guys, you need to take this class. It's going to change your life. You know, I'm very surprised by young people, because they go to these schools like engineering or, you know, business schools. They go to make their career, but they forget to go to classes for mental health, just basic mental health classes. You have a human brain and you don't know how it works, and you want to make it through life. How do you think you're gonna do that? I seriously. I know. Thanks for the reaction, Surjit. You know, hi Pabon. Yeah, please like the channel, like the channel. Today I'm having lunch. I'm trying to get into the habit of juicing. So, like I said the other day, I'm having pumpkin seeds with pecan nuts, sunflower seeds, and yogurt. The reason I take this is so that I don't end up eating bread or junk food, because this is actually filling and it will help me maintain my weight. Instead of, when you're hungry, going for the bread or the sugar or the candy, have some nuts with you. Like, have some cashew nuts, some pecan nuts, or some walnuts, and some, sunflower seeds. Put them in one, you pack them for yourselves. Just when you're hungry, you just eat that. You're going to get energy. Your blood sugar is not going to go low. And then you're going to maintain a healthy weight. It's a trick, right? And then drinking something like iJuice. So this is a juice that I made from home. I just mixed a lot of berries and made some juice out of it. So I'm going to feel very good by the end of eating this. This is a full meal, but I'm not eating carbs. it's the trick. That's how that's the trick. That's how you get them. That's how you get it. That's how you get into good health. And you practice. It's a practice every day. I went out in the morning to get to walk, and I got some sun. I got some vitamin D. So I already know that today I hit mental health goals. I have walked out. I have gotten some sun, and I'm eating healthy food that will make me not have cravings for sugar. Maintain. I'm giving you secrets. You know, when you're in my channel, I give you secrets to good mental health. One of the things that right now you could do to check your mental health, a lot of places they have IV infusions, like they have vitamins that they can infuse into your blood through IV. Don't wait to go to hospital so that they can do that. Go ask them, just as part of your wellness check, that you need some vitamins. Get some vitamin B's, the B complex vitamins, get them. Get vitamin D, put it in your system. I get also glutathione. I get NAD. I stay there and they drip all those vitamins into my system. I usually do that especially after my period. I know for you guys, you don't want to hear that, but I do, because after you lose blood, a lot of blood during the month, you also lose some vital nutrients in your system, and that's when I go and I get it done. I'll give you another secret that I do. You know, when you have Botox around here, you know where these front lines, right here, your brain, if you keep getting upset or fatigued or tired, and you have this line here, like a deep line here, or these frown lines, if you numb this part of your brain here with Botox, right here where you have frown lines, you ask them to, you will not get upset. And usually, sometimes I know people who put Botox on their forehead so that they don't get headaches. You can do that. So, because remember, our brain works through neurons. So neurons, they connect one thing to another, to another, to another, to another, to another. So when somebody says something you don't like, you have to frown so that you can complete the neurocircuitry and then get upset. Sarjit is like done. Okay. So when you don't complete that neurocircuitry, because your muscles won't fire, because they are numb, they've been numbed with Botox, it becomes very easy to maintain a poker face. Like, people are saying things, but they don't see you react. And the reason you're not reacting is because your brain is unable to react, because the numbing of this part here, like the brain is trying to close the circuit, but it can't because it's numb. Because it's numb, the brain cannot complete that circuit. So as much as people want to make you upset, if you have numbed this place, you try to get upset, you won't, because you'll be like this. That's why sometimes people put Botox. And that's why this part sometimes is called the third eye, because when it's not using to frown, you can use it for intuition and just maintaining. This is beauty with brains here. like. You know, I can give you my WhatsApp number, my friend. This is the internet. You know the black hole and all. Exactly. The reason I am beautiful is the same reason why I don't give up my WhatsApp number. Eric told you I'm beauty with brains. KK. Maintaining a positive attitude, like let's say during the day when you're working, maintaining a positive attitude during the day is possible if you understand mental health. If you want to maintain balance, then you can't keep kicking your body into survival mode all the time. Sometimes it's just you get into survival mode because your body is nutritionally deficient. When you don't have the nice nutrients, let's say you keep eating pizza and bread or candy. Yes, you're eating, but the body is not getting the nutrients it needs. And that's why a lot of people don't get, like, it doesn't matter how much you eat, is actually what you eat that matters. And if you want the body to not be in survival mode, oh wow, Sarjit has a very cool job. He washes machines. He does repair work at his company. Yeah. Wow. So Sarjit, how on your normal day, how tired do you think you're getting enough food, enough nutrients in your body? What kind of foods are you taking so that you maintain a good healthy weight, and also you maintain nutrients in your body? Because especially when you're doing repair work, you're using a lot of your body, you're sweating a lot, and it could be that you need to put on back the electrolytes in your system. What are you doing in your job to make sure that you're maintaining balance in your body? Today, let's just talk about nutrition, because nutrition is a key important thing to do. But also I find, like Sarjit, because you're doing repair work, you're working with your hands, so you're probably moving your body a lot. And movement is good because you seem to be moving your body. Movement is exercise and working out. So I mean, you can also supplement that with other things like relaxation yoga, strength yoga, doing strengthening your body. But let's talk about food. What are you eating to maintain your healthy balance, your weight, and also to make sure that your body is not starving, it's getting what it needs? I was reading one place, and they were saying that we tell people to eat a lot of veggies, and a lot of people, they don't use an oil in their bases, in their veggies. And most of the vitamins, they have to dissolve in oil for us to be able to absorb them. So even if you're eating greens and you're not mixing them up with oil, the body may not be able to absorb it, because the vitamins dissolve, emulsify in oils, and that's how we are able to absorb them. It's kind of interesting, huh, when you think about it. So eating greens, you kind of have to remember to put some olive oil, sunflower oil, something to make sure that those greens are getting mixed in the vitamins get some place to dissolve before you eat them. So health, you want to be healthy. If you're constantly getting upset, you're getting mad, you have bad mood, it's because sometimes you don't have enough nutrients in your body. I used to get very, very tired, like chronic fatigue all the time, and it never occurred to me once that I might be anemic. And I think I spent a very good, more than half of my life being anemic and unaware of it. I was getting mad, I was getting upset, I was getting fatigued. I didn't want to. And it was only last year that I just couldn't take it anymore. And for some reason, at work, they came and they were giving us B shots, B vitamin shots. And I was like, okay, let me go get some B vitamins. And I was there and I was looking at their pamphlet and I saw that they have iron infusion for anemia. And for some reason, I don't know, sometimes I don't know how God works. For some reason, I thought I may need some iron to check my iron levels just to make sure I don't have anemia because I'm feeling tired, my hair is falling off, my nails are breaking. And I did a ferritin test. They check your ferritin levels to determine whether you're anemic or not. And they were checking my ferritin levels and they realized I have full-blown anemia. And I had to do 4 infusions that moved my ferritin levels from 30 to 85. I did 4 of them. It means sometimes, you know, they don't go very quickly. I had to do 4. But I remember after the second infusion, I just start feeling a little bit relaxed. My body just started feeling relaxed. And I didn't realize that the fatigue is stress. I was feeling tired, right? Is because the body is stressed out because it doesn't have enough iron, and it has very little iron to keep circulating in my body all the time, and I'm deficient. And mind you, I eat red meat. I eat meat. I eat meat. I'm not vegetarian or, you know, pescatarian. I eat meat. I eat red meat. I eat fish. I am a person who eats meat. I'm not vegetarian in any way. I've never been vegetarian, but I had anemia, and I was wondering why. Why do I have anemia? And I make concerted effort to eat well. Then somebody told me that, you know, even the fluoride, it could be the fluoride or the chloride in the toothpaste. Sometimes even that can prevent you from being able to absorb iron. Coffee can stop you from being able to absorb iron. There are so many things that we have in our diet that inhibit the absorption of iron. And even though I was eating a lot of red meat, I was still not absorbing iron because of other stuff that I was taking. And I ended up being anemic. A full-grown adult woman, I was anemic. And I remember after the 3rd infusion, I just felt my body relax. My body relaxed. So sometimes you're tired, you're fatigued, you're feeling like, you know, life is difficult. It's because you're nutrient deficient, but sweetheart. It's because you don't have enough nutrients in your body. That's why I recommend that you go to either a clinic or a doctor or whatever where they have infusions. Instead of trying to eat all your veggies and everything trying to eat, instead of trying, have them put a drip and put the iron, the B vitamins, everything, and let it go straight into your bloodstream. Then you don't have to worry about absorbing iron. You know, okay, you will get an upset stomach when you do iron infusions. You know, probably the 3rd day after the infusion, you might have diarrhea, but it won't last. It won't last. It's just the body reacting to the new thing that you're putting in the body. But the body comes back, and once you give it what it wants, it feels good. So my next thing, I probably want to go get a D3 vitamins, because I realized that my D vitamins are low, and you know, depression is associated with a lack of vitamin D. I know some of you, you know, they see you. You've seen me go to the beach and advocate for you to go and get some vitamin D. You know, this is the reason why I like being in America and also living in a safe neighborhood. I can literally wear my sports bra and some shorts and go outside, go for a walk, get some sun, and I won't have men calling me out of my name, body shaming me, telling me, stuff, right? I'll go easily. I can go to the beach in my bikini, get some sun, get some vitamin D, and nobody will bother me. Some of the reasons why I love being in America and living among some people with a level of civility is that I can get to do things that I like. There's a ton of things that I don't like about Americans, but like the racial hatred, that it's just a stain in the whole system. But there are things that I like. There are freedoms that I like, and I relish them, because these are freedom that both black people and white people have fought for, so that I can have them. So I love, and I'll take all my freedoms. Now, if I was in Kenya, I don't usually get vitamin D deficiency, just because we live at the equator. It means we get the sun throughout the year. So there is no, it's very, very difficult to be vitamin D deficient, because our problem is the opposite. The sun is too much in your face, you get darker, right? So sometimes I'm trying to escape the sun when I'm in Kenya, but when I'm here in California, even if it's a desert, California has its own seasons, I still need some vitamin D. I still get vitamin D deficiency for some weird reason. And California has weather just like Kenya, but I don't know why. I don't know the deal here. But getting some sun is good. I love getting some sun. Sarjit commented, very nice dance, madam. You're watching my videos, Sarjit. You're out here watching my videos. Yeah, you see, I go to the beach, I get some sun, and I wanna encourage you to just do the same. Go out there, dance in the sun, Sarjit, and love it, because you have one life. We have a limited time in the sun. Our life doesn't, I wish it goes on and on forever, but we are on a timer. We dance in the sun, and then 1 minute we are here, and then 1 minute we are not there. It reminds me about a Kenyan song that goes, maisha ya mwanadamu, ya mwanadamu, maisha ya mwanadamu, nayoni kama maua, maua hupendeza, mwisho wake hukauka, maua hupendeza, mwisho wake hukauka. It means the life of a human being is like a flower, and the flower is really lovely and it blossoms, but in the end, the flower withers and dies. That's what the song says. That's the life of a human being. It is beautiful, it blossoms, and then it withers and dies. We only have a limited time in the sun. You want to make the best out of your life. You want to make the most out of your life. The only way that you can make the most out of your life is to do things that make you feel happy. And I'm not saying drugs. I'm saying things that actually make you feel fulfilled and happy in life. And you cannot do that when you have a weak body, because if your body is not well nourished, it's going to sabotage you in your goals, because the body feels like it's in survival. And you know what the body does by now. If you watch my videos, you know what the body does when it's in survival mode. The survival mode is the stress mode, and when you're in stress mode, you do stress response. You shut off the thinking part of your brain, and then you fight, you run away, or you freeze. You don't want to live your life in survival mode, either running away from things, freezing when things happen, or fighting people. You're gonna get worn out. You're gonna get worn out. So the moment you have enough nutrients in your body, listen, the moment you're no longer nutrient deficient in your body, the body doesn't need to keep you in survival mode because you have enough nutrients. Now it can put resources for you to think. And when you can think, which is the superpower for human beings, then you can achieve long-term goals. But as long as you're in survival mode, you're chasing sugar, you're chasing bread, your life is just going to be like that, right? Only when the body can relax, and the body will relax when it have enough nutrients. The body is naturally going to relax. So you have to go to your doctor and have them do blood work, and then they can explain to you the nutrients in your body and what is lacking. And then you can tell your doctor to recommend somebody get an IV treatment so that they can correct all the nutritional deficiencies that you have in your system. Once you do that, then the body will relax because it has what it needs. It doesn't need to keep you in survival mode, craving for sugar, craving for bread, craving for stuff. Those cravings naturally go away. And that's when you begin to lose weight. That's when you start seeing your hair grow. That's when you start seeing your skin clear. That's when you start seeing your nails grow. You look beautiful. You can attract the right partner in your life, all that big shebang. All that big shebang. That's life. That's life. That's what I've been talking about. That's why I eat what I'm eating today. Like right now, I'm eating pumpkin seeds. And pumpkin seeds are very good for magnesium. Magnesium calms the body. Oh, what do you eat anything, Sarjit, before you sleep? What makes you sleep okay? Mm. Hi, Kylie. You have a job in the morning and you want to go to sleep? Yes, Sarji. Okay, love. If you have to sleep, good night. My friend is coming to pick me up so we can go get some Botox over here. I'm taking some pumpkin seeds, some sunflower seeds, raisins, and what do you call it? Cranberries and yogurt. And what do you call them? Pecans. Yeah, and some pecans. Sarjit is in love with me. I love you too. Then here I have green juice. I have pineapple. And I have, what do you call them? Tangerine. This is like superpower drink. After I eat this, I'm feeling full. I'm so glad I finished that. I don't like wasting food. I was taught from a very young age that wasting food is not good, because in every day there's a kid out there who doesn't have enough food. So wasting food, no bueno. I'm almost done with my juice. This juice is not the most tasty of juices, but I have come to realize that if something does not taste good, it's good for your teeth. The last thing you want is for teeth to decay and rot. You know, health is very basic. Good teeth, good health. We forget. We forget that, you know, sometimes like teeth are an important part of your health because they help you with nutrition, breaking down the food. And you know, if you're older, you can still grind food. You can have a blender, blend things. Or you have an older parent who doesn't have teeth, you can help them by blending their food in a grinder or making them healthy juices like this. That way they still get the nutrients that they need. We forget that older people who don't have teeth, sometimes they are not able to eat things that they need, like meat, so that they can maintain health and a nutritional health. So if you have an older adult and they don't have teeth, and probably you're not able to get them the teeth, because getting teeth is an expensive thing. That's why it's always nice to maintain your teeth when you're young by flossing, by, you know, stuff. so that when you're older, you're still able to eat, because you know you have to think ahead in life. You have to think about, like, when I'm 80, will I still have my teeth? Will I still be able to eat food? Or when you're 70? That's why things like smoking, or eating candy can have unforeseen consequences and repercussions. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm going to get 2 of my cavities repaired. But now I'm thinking seriously, I need to stop having cavities, because the last 10 years I have had doctors like work on my teeth. I've had probably more than 5 cavities now, and I'm not yet 50. I can't continue eating candy like that. I have a problem. The first journey is to admit that you have a problem. So I'm like here thinking, dude, I do got a problem. But anyway, my friend Shai is about to come here any minute. Any minute from now. Oh, Kylie, you love soup. And you, you're sad. You're sad if you get old and your teeth fall out. I mean, soup is a good, yeah, you can do juices, you can do smoothies, you can do soups. I'm with you. Like, what kind of soup do you love making? I think I should make more soup. I love soup. The other day I was making lentil soup. Oh, wow. See, that's a good point. Like, toothpaste has sugars, and sugars are bad for your teeth because they can cause it to decay. I always wonder about those movies where you see somebody brushing their teeth and they don't rinse their mouth. I'm like, you didn't clean your teeth. What do you mean? Okay, this is one thing that guys do that is extremely disgusting. Like, some men don't brush their teeth very well. And then you have a girlfriend and you expect her to kiss you. Ooh, wee. If there's anything that can make a girl leave you so quickly is bad breath, you know? And, if you're just putting toothbrush on your teeth and then spitting it out and then walking out the door without rinsing your mouth, guys, like, doesn't your doctor tell you how to brush your teeth? I mean, I remember when we were small, like little girl, when I was a little girl, like the doctor came to our school to show us how we need to do to brush our teeth, because they realize that we need to learn how to brush our teeth at a very young age. They tell you to do circular motions, to do them gently, so that you don't upset the gums. They make sure that you remove everything, you rinse, and you don't put too much toothpaste because you don't need too much toothpaste. Instead of doing like this, you do circular. Small things like that, can help, can save you from, from losing your teeth. Nutrition is a lot of things, man. Nutrition is not just how much you eat, is also what you eat. Do you even have the teeth? Because a lot of food has to go through the mouth to get through the digestive enzymes so that they are able to digest it in the food. So sometimes food still has to go through the mouth. When I do my IV treatments, when I'm nutritionally deficient, and I found that after my period comes, I get very nutritionally deficient for some reason. it's like my body needs healing. That's when I go and I get an IV where they put some pain meds. They put things that will help me heal quickly from my period. And they just put B vitamins, D vitamins, feel good, glutathione, NAD, whatever they need. I just have them do that, and I end up feeling like, we don't realize as women that that time of the month makes your body wither. You feel wither. It's like you're withering. It's like you're going through winter. And then, you need to bring spring. And sometimes it's the nutrients until your body recovers from the loss of blood, the loss of vitamins. You still feel like a little bit like this. That's why I do it after my period so that I can feel more, awake. Anyway, my friend is coming over to take me. We can discuss some health benefits tomorrow. Pablo, thanks for coming. Hit the like my live stream so that you keep me here. And I keep doing this because, I love talking about mental health. This is my calling. This is what I decided my calling is in life. I don't understand if there is any more interesting topics other than mental health. I think you should study whatever profession you want to pursue. That's great, but mental health should always be number one. If you have a human brain, you have the most beautiful and the most powerful tool that we have ever known in the entire universe. You need to take mental health classes so that you can figure out how that works, so that you can use it to the most of your advantage while you still have your faculties. One of the things that I teach to maintain brain health is to maintain nutritional health. That's just one angle of mental health, just one. There are so many other things that we need to do to maintain our mental health, but today we talked about nutrition. Just go get your nutritional checkup, see what you're lacking. Don't go like, as much as people like to prescribe like pills, I know for sure that I don't take all the pills that I take for. There are people who are good with pills. I am not good with pills. So I know that the money that I buy pills with, to like vitamin D pills, Pablo, keep it decent. Keep it decent. I'm a Christian woman, okay? I'm a Christian woman. There are things I just think that, yeah. Let me see if I can remove that comment. I'll just remove that one. I don't, I don't even want to know how you do it or where you do it, when you do it. That whole thing, I just don't want to get involved, right? Moving on. I'm not a cannibal. I don't eat other people's, I'm not cannibal Lecter. I think the moment you start getting people's blood, it makes you an alien. Yeah. I don't advise, honestly, I wouldn't advise taking other people's like juices in your body. It's unhealthy. They could get a virus, they could get things. People don't even share things like towels or toothbrushes, Getting into somebody's bloodstream is just disgusting and gross and very dangerous. From a health standpoint of view, it's very dangerous. If you think about pathogens that are passed through people exchanging fluids, like HIV or other stuff, you know. It's a very dangerous thing, you know. Keep your juices to yourself. You might live to regret it. That's why people wear PPE and stuff, because blood can contain a lot of, you know, things. And you know, and protecting your health is part of, you know, okay. Now, I just think you're a vulgar person. Yeah, you know, sometimes I don't entertain, like, you know, my channel. I'll put you on timeout, and I'll block you if your behavior doesn't change. I'm here to have adult conversations on how we can make our lives better and healthier. And I won't entertain, I don't entertain people who have no respect for basic human decency. Go educate yourself how to talk to people, how to behave around people, Pablo. Again, you know, I guess that probably you're not very well educated and you go on the internet and you start telling people you don't know vulgar stuff. I'm not gonna entertain that because it's disgusting. Period. Period. Um, yeah, but anyway, part of health is you don't want pathogens getting into your bloodstream. That is why, you know, we eat things and then they are controlled in the gut system before they go into the bloodstream, and we eliminate waste. The body wants it clean. That's why, you know, I also have to be very careful when I'm getting my IVs and my drips, that they're using sterile products, they're not getting stuff into my bloodstream, because it can actually be very dangerous. The goal here is to keep your blood healthy, keeping everything in your bloodstream healthy. That's when you gain health. When you eliminate viruses, bacteria and pathogens from your bloodstream, and then you add nutrients that are good for your health. That's why you still have to, I said nutrition is one thing, right, that keeps you in health, but also behaviors, like, you know, like your behavior, your sexual behavior can put you at a very high risk too. So mental health is not just one thing. If some people just go to their therapist so that they can talk about their problems, mental health is not just one thing. You have to know what it takes to maintain and keep your brain healthy. So see you tomorrow, and I hope we connect tomorrow, yeah, and talk more productive things. Love you. Bye.